What's up guys, it's Josh from KeepItTechie, and today I wanted to do a quick video showing you guys how to manage users and groups in Linux. Now I was thinking about it today. Out of all the videos that I've done, I haven't done a video talking about managing users and groups, which is something you should learn early on when getting into Linux, especially if you're trying to take one of these certifications. So I wanted to go in and show you guys how to actually do that. So let's get started. Okay, so I have my terminal up and I want to show you these commands right fast. Just on my main system, I want to show you how to actually add user accounts. And it's two commands out there that you can use to actually add user accounts. The first one I want to talk about is add user, and the second one is user add. And just to explain the difference, useradd is a old Linux command. It's the original, user management program that's installed in all Linux operating systems. And add user is basically a Perl script that sits on top of useradd, or it leverages useradd to create the user account. So that is the big difference between both of those two commands. And also another thing about add user, it's more interactive. It asks you more questions when you're going through the process. And also user add it's a little bit more tedious when creating a whole bunch of user accounts. That's why they came up with add user. So I just really wanted to make sure people understand the difference between both of those commands. But we are going to use useradd for this demonstration so I can show you the commands. So first thing I want to do is open up the man page for useradd. That way you can see the information on it. So useradd creates a new user or update default new user information. And here's the synopsis, user add, then the options, and then the account or login name. When invoked without the D option, the user add command creates a new user account using the values specified on the command line plus the default values from the system. So you can set up those default values and it'll pull that information in when you create the account. Otherwise, you will have to specify everything by default. And if you look right here, it says by default, a group will also be created for the new user. C-G capital N-U and user group. And if we scroll down, these are the options. So, and there's other things in here you can specify. Like you can put in expiration dates. You can make the account inactive. You could add groups to it. Multiple groups. You can add multiple groups right here. You can create accounts with no login. You can create accounts without a home directory, which you have to specify this. And this is the actual option right here. Capital M, no create home, and then create a home is lowercase m. So let me go down and quit this right fast. Show you guys how to actually use the command. So it's sudo user add, and we want to use lowercase m, which creates the home directory for us. And then also you could type I'm gonna type capital G and add some groups to it. And I want to put this in the wheel group. Let's go down and add it to the wheel group. That way it has sudo privileges. And then also let's specify the shell. So that's lowercase s, and I want to specify bash and then the username for the account. And I want to just name it test and press enter. And if we type in our sudo password, and I apologize, I think you have to type bin. I haven't done this in a while, but bin bash, and that should work. Yeah, I remember the last time I did, I was able to just type bash in. So I don't know if that changed, but you have to specify the location of bash in order to get the command to work properly. So now let me show you something. If we ls the home directory, we should see a new folder in there, and that's the home directory for test. Okay, and so the next thing you want to do after you create the account is to actually set a password to it. And you want to do this, you want to make this like the first step you do once you create the account. And the command to do that is simply the password command. So sudo PASSWD, and we want to set a password for test. So I'm gonna just set a simple password 1 2 3 4 5, and then 1 2 3 4 5. Cool. And so now the test account has a password set to it, so we can actually log into it. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is show you guys how to actually understand the password file, which is where the account information is actually stored. So let's actually cat out the etc password file and press enter. As you can see, the new account has been added right here. This is all the account information for test. So test, and just to explain what this X means, it indicates that the account is protected by the shadow password. That's where all the passwords are stored under etc and shadow. The password hashes are located or stored in that location. And this right here is the user ID as well as the group ID for the test user. And then also right here, this specifies the home directory, test is home directory, as well as its login or the shell that it's authorized to log in at under. So I just wanted to, explain that so you guys can understand what each one of these sections mean under the password file. And then also the same thing for the groups file. So if we cat out that as well, and I just want to show you this so you can understand, this is where the group information is actually stored. So if we type cat etc group and press enter, that'll print out all the groups on the system. And you can see that test was recently created, so that's the group for the user account test. So let me clear the screen right fast. Okay, so now let me go down and show you guys how to actually log into this account. And this is not actually logging into it. I'm just going to switch users. And the command to do that is using the su command. So we type su -test and press enter. It's going to ask us for our password. We type in our password, which was 1 2 3 4 5. Press enter. And now as you can see, we're logged into the test account. So if we ls, our home directory, it's nothing there. I don't have anything in that home directory yet. It puts some default files in there. Let me go ls-la. It should have a bash logout, bash profile, and bash rc. So those are created when the home directory is created for that account. Okay, so there are some other commands you can use like usermod, but I'll just save that for another video. I just wanted to really hone in on how to actually create a user account in Linux. And this is the simplest way, and those options are the same on all distributions. So you shouldn't have no problem creating user accounts that way. So I went on logged out of that test account and back into my Josh account by just typing exit. And I want to show you one last thing before I end the video, and that is actually deleting a user that was created on your account. User command is basically userdel or user delete, and we have to use our option -or. And I'm not going to go through and show you guys all the options, but you can go through and actually pull up the man page for userdel and look at all the options. I just wanted to show you how to actually delete it with deleting the home directory, as well as the mail spool. If that's created, it'll delete all that for you. So you just type in userdel -or and then the account and press enter. And I forgot to type sudo in, so let me type that in so we can do it properly. But sudo userdel -or and then the user account, press enter. Type in our sudo password and press enter, and that'll delete everything. And as you can see, there was no mail spool for the test account, but the home directory should be gone. And let's verify that by typing ls on the home directory and press enter. As you can see, that home directory is gone now. And we can also cat out the etc password file and press enter. And as you can see, that account, it was at the bottom, but it's gone now, as well as that group should be gone as well. So we can type that in so you guys can see as well. It's gone. So as you can see, it was at the bottom, but now it's gone. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, leave comments down in the description below, and of course, keep it techie.